Alright, what's up guys? So, Ben Rollins has uploaded a video titled, "This $300 gaming PC from Amazon is ridiculous." I just honestly, I didn't know that a PC could be that cheap, bro. Like, especially a gaming PC. If this is what it is, it looks nice. It looked like it could be like a 1200 or $2,000 gaming PC, but yeah, them tech specs, I'm like, I don't know. I'm curious to see what it is. If it's gonna be $300, I know the tech specs on it is not gonna be all that high and things. So, no, let's go ahead, check it out. But, guys, if you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Ben Rollins for more videos like this. And then that being said,
I bought the cheapest gaming PC on Amazon. For £390, I got an AMD Ryzen 5 6-core CPU, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, a 1TB hard drive, and Windows 11.
Nice. Huh.
So the gaming PC has now arrived, and it's super lightweight. I'm kind of
I imagine $300. It's most likely it's not gonna be. My computer was like it was. Yeah, I would say it was light and stuff, and it was about 1,200. It was over. I think it was over 1,200. It was either between $1,200 to $1,700, and then with upgrades, it's like probably like now $2-something thousand gaming PC, but. Yeah, it was relatively light, I'd say.
What this is going to look like when we get it opened up, because the pictures on Amazon didn't look that bad, to be fair. Now, I've got to be honest, it's probably been like 10 years since I last purchased a pre-built system, so I'm quite interested to see what we get. So the packaging so far is kind of random. It just looks like a load of rubbish from the warehouse thrown into the box. But it does look like we do get the box for our motherboard with all the different accessories included in here, along with some of the packaging for the RAM, and then the PC is inside of another box.
I guess, like, well, if it's slow, I guess it would be, like, good to, like, something to start off with, or if you want to do, like, upgrades to it and stuff.
So let's try and get this.
Because, like, I would, like, see, that's something that I would like to do is, like, buy something like that, and then get, like, some, like, old, like, but new, like, modern parts and stuff, and then put it off in there.
Out of the box without creating a massive mess. Because honestly, this is ridiculous.
It's like, nah, you're gonna make a mess with all that stuff that they got
really
in there.
Small.
Hey, that's what she said.
That's the size? Like,
So
that's
first
really the
impressions
size
this
of
PC,
it?
It's actually pretty decent. It's got a tempered glass side panel, which
That's
I didn't
that
anticipate,
is
and we'll
small.
do the peel later on in this video, but
Dang,
inside it
that's
looks
like a
really
book.
tidy. Like, the components don't look as cheap as I was expecting.
like the
RAM,
Bible is
for
bigger
example,
than
is
that,
Ballistic
bro.
X RAM, 16GB of that, whereas I was expecting some really cheap sticks that, you know, were pretty nasty. And there is space for us to add
looks
a
nice.
graphics card if we want to upgrade this in the future. And on the whole, the cable management is pretty nice, but let's take a look at how it is on the back side panel. That's actually pretty neat. They've put some cable ties on here. It's running down. It isn't a modular power supply, so there's not too much they can do about this. And then right there, we've got our 1TB hard drive.
1 week later.
Now, it's actually been almost a week since I unboxed this computer, because it's been a total nightmare trying to get this thing set up. I've had countless issues with the hard drive and also the internet connection. Firstly, the hard drive seems to be maxed out at 100% all of the time while the PC's doing nothing. It's just sat on idle on the desktop. So I had to try and fix that issues and, you know, like, delete load of the rubbish software that comes on these pre-builds. This is one of the major reasons why I never buy pre-built systems, because they come with all sorts of nonsense on there that you don't want. Also, when I was installing games on Steam, sometimes they would be installing perfectly fine, and then randomly the internet would just completely drop out. And this was while using a wired connection. I completely avoided using the wireless dongle because I just thought it'd be a total waste of time.
He used the
this was a bit
cable?
of a frustration because you would
That's
leave it downloading
crazy.
games and then realize that the internet wasn't working, so you had to reset the drivers and go through
Oh,
all of that. So the
wow.
first game that I want to take a look at is CS:GO. I feel like Counter-Strike should be perfectly fine on a PC like this. We've got a half-decent integrated
Because
graphics
when did Counter-Strike come out? I think even on the, like, first, well, not even, it wasn't even a gaming laptop. It was just like, I always say that, but it was just one of those, like, just random laptops that you get at Best Buy or something. Like, you see it and you're all like, oh, okay, I'll just get whatever one I see. And so it was like a Dell Inspiron or something like that. Even Counter-Strike, it can play on that laptop, but wow.
Decent CPU. I can't really see this being a huge issue. Now, it's set all of the graphics automatically to high, which is a good sign. You got very high on everything. As you can see, it's taking ages to load in. We've been initializing the world forever, and the maps aren't really that big on CS:GO, so that's a huge drawback of obviously having a hard drive in 2022. So in the top left corner, I have got our FPS count, and you can see we're getting around 77 to 87 FPS. It's surprisingly performing really well. So you can play CSGO on this super cheap PC, which we were all kind of expecting.
Guess, yeah, it's like if your gaming PC goes out and then you're not wanting to spend a whole lot of money and things. Yeah, it's like I guess, but at the same time, I'm like I don't know. I think I would raise the price a little bit more.
And the input like doesn't seem to be too bad because
that's why, like, me personally, I would recommend to get, like, if you, well, I guess, like, yeah, it's like overall, if you can, like, go out and, you know, get you a gaming PC, but also get you a gaming laptop. So, and, like, just in case, like, let's say if your PC messes up or something, then, yeah, you overall have a gaming laptop to fall back on.
Was on the desktop on this machine. Whenever you were just opening up Steam, it would take, like, literally 10 years for Steam to open up, or even if you were just selecting something in the start menu, the lag was unbearable on Windows 11 just on the desktop. But in this game, the input lag doesn't feel too bad. It does feel a bit spongy compared to what I'm used to on my normal PC, but it's completely playable if you wanted to, you know, just play CSGO with your mates. Look, we even got a kill. We won the round. So CSGO is definitely playable on this cheap PC. Next, let's take a look at Red Dead Redemption 2, which is going to be much more intense.
Oh, man.
Again, just like with CSGO, Red Dead Redemption 2 takes forever to load in because it's a massive open world game. So now we are finally in Red Dead Redemption 2, and oh my word, this looks like a Nintendo DS game, but that's almost offensive to the Nintendo DS. This looks really bad. I have no idea what the graphics are. We're playing in 1080p, but it's just auto set everything, and for some random reason my horse is inside of a tree, but it is running at 40 FPS. So
that computer gonna crash. Watch.
It's playable. You just have trees.
I'm calling it. It's gonna crash.
And any leaves at all. So according to our graphics settings, we're using hardly any of the video memory, but you can't really trust this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I find with a lot of Rockstar games like GTA 5, it says you have loads of memory left, so you crank up all the settings and it still really struggles. It's always been like this on the sort of Rockstar engines. It doesn't really seem to make much sense. But let's actually put the resolution back to where it should be. It seems to have changed for some reason, and we'll crank up some of these graphic settings. Now, apparently the texture quality is on ultra, which I find very difficult to believe. So we'll turn some of these up to maybe, let's go for medium on pretty much everything across the board. Right, so to be honest, it doesn't look that much better.
It's on 19, 20 frames per second. Yeah.
Truly awful. I can't even say the word. It's truly awful. It's 18 FPS. The trees.
I know. I remember when I had my first laptop, and it wasn't even a gaming laptop, so I think that's why games didn't play so well on there. But no, I remember I tried. Well, when it was called that name, H1Z1. This is like back in 2014, I think, 2013, 2014. No, it was 2015. It was 2015 because that's when I started getting into like gaming and all that stuff. But anyways, no, I had tried playing that game and it was horrible. Like that computer, it was only meant for like games that came out back like in like the early 2000s, like something like Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City, San Andreas, games like that, but not any newer games at the time.
Set to medium leaves, the reflections, nothing looks that much better other than the leaves on the ground. That's the only thing that's remotely improved. Now, a huge problem.
It looked okay, but still.
This PC, and I briefly touched on it when I was playing CS:GO. When you move the mouse, there's a crazy amount of input latency, and I know we're running at 20 FPS right now, so that's to be expected. But it happens just across the board. Even in CS:GO, this spongy feeling was there with the mouse input movement, which is a bit of a game killer, really. When you're trying to play something like CSGO, quite competitive. You literally move the mouse and it just feels like it takes...
I thought he had like 2 monitors. Dang, that's actually a good idea. I wish there was like a monitor like that, but then you can like, because I know that would like take up too much space. But well, I mean, either way, it still would. But just have like a monitor like that, but then just be able to fold it up or something. Like, I think that'd be a good idea. They might have something like that. I don't know. But anyways.
I've also noticed too, if you look at the right hand side of the screen, the mouse randomly appears on this quadrant of the display. I don't know why. Literally, it disappears there, then it appears there, and then disappears there. Just like a brief point on the screen where it just appears. I've got a good feeling about Fortnite. I feel like this one's going to surprise all of us. So settings-wise, everything appears to be set to around medium. And jumping into a game, it looks like we're hitting about 50 FPS. I know we're in the sky at the moment. Let's get down onto the floor. A few FPS drops there when we were approaching the floor. Wow, yeah, it's feeling a little bit sluggish.
I guess,
now.
yeah, it's like, it's lagging a little.
Hopefully that's
yeah, I'm like, that's not good.
It's stuttering quite badly, and someone's shooting at me, oh my word. What is this guy in pink? I'm gonna take him out. Come on. Come on. Come on. This guy's awful. Get it.
There you go.
I'm surprised it has ammo with the amount of times that guy shot. He was like a stormtrooper. Literally didn't land a shot. I don't know what the range. Oh, what a shot. Oh, get in. So this is actually a fantastic experience. As you can see, we're ripping it up in the lobby without any issues. Solid 60 FPS. Few frame drops here and there. Feel like we can maybe sort that out with a few tweaks to the actual... Are these dangerous? Oh my word. So that was quite a lot of fun, but I now want to see what we can get out of this PC if we upgrade it by adding a graphics card and also an SSD.
Okay. That's like a website I definitely would recommend y'all. Like, if you, in case like if you do get a gaming PC, then you're not too sure like on whether or not like it can run a game. There's a website called System Requirements Lab where it'll let you know like which games your PC can run and not run. So yeah, I remember with that first computer that I had, that first laptop, no games. Like there was like the old games, yeah, like I said, but no newer games.
While upgrading the graphics card, I noticed that these PCIe slots are absolutely horrible. In a normal case, you usually loosen off a screw here, and then you can slide out the PCIe slot. But for some crazy reason, they are like attached to the case, and you have to snap them off in order to free them. Also, the screws for mounting the graphics card to the case are missing, and I've checked every single box, and I can't find them. So the graphics card that I've added is the AMD 6500 XT, which you can pick up for around £200 brand new. Now, this isn't the best value budget GPU out there. You can probably get a little bit better performance for your money from something from Nvidia or even something that is used, but with its 4GB of VRAM, I think it should be pretty decent. With our new setup, CSGO scored around 180 to 200 FPS, which was an increase of around 100 FPS with the same high graphics settings. Red Dead Redemption 2 also saw a massive increase with a steady 55 to 60 FPS, and we could now run much higher graphics settings with most parameters actually turned on to high and ultra. Fortnite's performance also stabilized with a steady 100 to 120 FPS on the medium to high graphics preset, so a big improvement in the graphic quality and the render distance, with image tearing and frame drops no longer being an issue thanks to the dedicated GPU. Overall, I've been really impressed by this super cheap gaming PC. The performance out of the box was nowhere near as awful as I was anticipating. With some little tweaks and upgrades that weren't too expensive, we got quite a capable gaming system. However, as awesome as PC gaming is, because of the Xbox Series S, it makes it super difficult to recommend purchasing cheap gaming PCs because the price to performance of the Xbox is fantastic. If you don't believe how capable the Xbox Series S is, you should check out this video next, where I transform my Xbox
it's
into
new,
a
it's
budget
modern.
PC.
I would rather, I think if it was a toss up between the two, I think I'd go with the Xbox Series S. Like, it's just, I came from console games, like I play PC games a lot now, but I came, that's like literally the origins of me playing video games is through console. So if it was a toss up between that or getting a Xbox, I have the X. But I think I would switch to an S real quick if it was a toss up between those two. But because I think the S, I think the only difference is between that and the Xbox Series X is the graphics. I think it's the resolution and stuff. But other than that, like from what I've seen, I heard it's good. And then of course it's a digital console and stuff. So I guess just get games you're gonna like. But anyways, no, that was a pretty good video. Make sure you guys go follow or subscribe to Ben Rollins for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.